Today we're going to be talking about the special forces of the Astra Militarum, the Tempestus Scions.
Anvil of War! Let's talk tactics!
So again, today we're talking about the Tempestus Scions. As I said, these guys are the special forces of the Astra Militarum or Imperial Guard Army. I'm old school, so I'm going to call them Imperial Guard probably 100 times, but basically, these guys are the cream of the crop. These guys can take all of the best equipment options for infantry in the game. They have the ability to take up to 4 in a 10-man squad special weapons. So 4 special weapons. You've got the hotshot volley guns that you can take, which is 24 inches, 4 shots, strength 4, AP -2. Again, these guys, baseline infantry models in this army, they can take the hotshot las guns, which are fantastic. Shorter range, but that AP -2 is huge. As far as statistics, these guys have a +1 ballistic skill on your average guardsman, and they also have a better save. So they have a 4+ armor save, and they also have that 3+ ballistic skill, which is huge. 3+ ballistic skill compared to 4+ is going to really up your damage output. In addition, you throw in a Tempestus Prime. He's running around, commanding them, and basically making sure that these guys are getting those rerolls, and they're firing the first rank fire, second rank fire, getting those extra shots is huge as well. So as far as special weapons options, again, 4 per 10-man squad, so you get 2 per 5-man squad. So there's a couple different variants you can take with them. We'll discuss that in a bit, but being able to take plasma guns, melta guns, again, the hotshot volley gun, which is 4 shots at 24 inches. And then they also can take grenade launchers. So what equipment you give these guys is really dependent on the size of the squad you want to take. Personally, if I was taking a 10-man squad, I'd probably go for the 4 hotshot volley guns, just because those 16 shots at 24 inches, AP -2, it's only strength 4, but it's still pretty devastating. It gives you actually a pretty good range unit. And then if they get closer to you, you know, you're kicking in with your normal hotshot las guns, and that's kind of nasty. If I was taking a smaller squad, I'd probably take a 5-man squad with 2 plasma guns, dropping in with a sergeant with the power fist and the plasma pistol, along with 2 plasma guns and just a small 5-man squad. It's kind of a suicide squad, but being able to drop in and pump out those plasma shots that close to the enemy at rapid fire range is pretty nasty too. Probably wouldn't go with a 10-man squad with 4 plasma guns. You could do it, but again, I think if you're going with the plasma, you want just like a smaller suicide squad. I personally wouldn't take melta guns in the base Tempestus Scion squads. I would probably lean towards the Tempestus command squads for them. You can take 4 melta guns, and that is pretty scary, especially if you take 2 command squads, which is a total of 8 guys, all with melta guns, throw them in a Valkyrie, use that drop the Valkyrie into hover mode, move that 19 inches, drop them down, move them out, and then basically just kill something. Those 8 shots, you throw a Tempestus Prime in the Valkyrie with them, and you can command them to increase your accuracy, and that's gonna it's just gonna mess something's day up. Personally, again, 5-man squad with 2 meltas, you're dropping in at over 9 inches away. You're not going to get the nice bonus from the melta gun at half range. So it's pretty likely that unit's going to get wiped out just to eliminate that threat. And again, they're not super durable with only that 4+ armor save. So probably best way to run them is in a transport. You could throw a 5-man squad with 2 melta guns in a Torox, and then have that Torox slowly move up the table, shooting and inflicting damage until something gets closer to it, and then have them pop out and hopefully damage something with those melta guns. But that's probably the only route I would go with the base guys having meltas. As far as HQ choices for Tempestus Scions army, you're probably going to want to take the Tempestus Prime. I would take a few of them, pepper them in as your HQ choices. They are fantastic, and they're the ones that can issue your orders to your Tempestus Scions. What you're going to want to do is give them the Rod of Command, allows them the ability to issue extra orders There's also some relics that you can take with them to give you the extra orders also, which is fantastic. As far as doctrines are concerned, you're going to want to take the Stormtrooper Doctrine. It is fantastic. Basically what it does is at half range, you're going to be able to pump out extra shots for every 6 that you roll to hit. So for your big guns, like your plasma guns and your melta guns, you're basically going to get extra free shots. And with a gun that does a lot of damage and hits hard, that's going to be huge in a game. So with the hotshot volley guns and the hotshot las guns, you're also going to get those extra shots, and that AP -2 is fantastic. All around, I would say that's the way to go. If you take these guys in any other Astra Militarum doctrine, you're basically not going to affect the rest of the army getting the doctrine. So they're not going to hinder you if you just decide to take a squad or two in your main army. But an entire army of these guys is fantastic with that other doctrine, or with their specific doctrine. Now, as far as stratagems are concerned, Vengeance for Cadia, if you're playing against Chaos player, I know Owen loves this. Basically, reroll to hit, reroll to wound against Chaos if you're targeting them. Fantastic. Obviously, you're going to want to utilize that, again, if you're playing Chaos. There's also the Take Cover stratagem. Take Cover is fantastic on a 10-man squad. You drop a 10-man squad in on an objective in terrain. Terrain's going to give these guys a 3+ cover save. Say you're dropping them in on an objective that's in ruins, maybe at the midpoint of the table, or even in the enemy deployment zone, as long as there's nobody within 9 inches. Basically, you drop in, take that objective, hold that objective. You're going to use Take Cover. You're basically going from a 4+ to a 3+ in cover, plus the 2+ for the 1 command point, giving these guys Terminator equivalent armor saves. And they're basically just going to stick in there, and they're also core choice, so they're going to be basically using their objective secured ability to hold that objective a lot longer than most units will be able to. Finally, I would say the Astra Militarum Tempestus specific stratagem is fantastic. Basically, if an opponent drops in within 12 inches, you're getting to shoot at them. So if an enemy unit comes in and deep strikes, you're automatically getting shots against them, which is fantastic. That's a really nice little deterrent to or counter punch to opponents trying to use your trick, which is to jump in and get into the right spot on the tabletop. All in all, these guys are fantastic. They are the special forces of the Astra Militarum Army. They have the best equipment for line infantry. They're able to just drop in there, do damage. You can get them where they need to be. And overall, I would say they are an auto-include in most Astra Militarum armies. Yeah, just for the sheer volume of shots and the damage output, that AP -2 is nothing to joke about.
Sponsored by
Thanks for watching Anvil of War Gaming. If you like our video and want to check out more of our content, click on the links to the left or below.
Placard board, please.
That's a good skill to build, you know?
He's like, you can see him twitching a little bit. Hey guys, I just got back from strangling Owen for clacking.